Greek mythology opens the door to a mystical and awe-inspiring world, beginning with chaos, the primordial void that predates all existence. Chaos is more than mere disorder. It is the ultimate origin, the fertile ground from which all creation springs. From the depths of chaos emerged Gaia, Earth, the personification of the stable and nurturing ground, and Eros, love, the force of attraction and creation. These two beings marked the first steps in shaping the cosmos, and their presence heralded the dawn of life and the universe as we know it. From Gaia came Uranus, Sky, who would become her partner in the unfolding story of creation. Gaia and Uranus joined forces to birth the first generation of divine beings, including the Titans, the Cyclopes, and the Centimanes, or the hundred-handed giants. These children were powerful and unique, representing the vast potential of creation. However, Uranus looked upon his offspring, especially the Titans, with disdain. Fearing their power and potential to challenge his authority, Uranus imprisoned them deep within the earth, causing unimaginable suffering to Gaia, their mother. This act of cruelty not only displayed Uranus's tyrannical nature, but also sowed the seeds of rebellion and set the stage for a violent and transformative chapter in the history of the gods. Unable to bear the agony of seeing her children trapped and tormented, Gaia resolved to take action. From her very essence, she crafted a great sickle of stone, a weapon forged to overthrow her oppressor. Gaia entrusted this weapon to her son Cronus, the boldest and most ambitious of the Titans. Encouraged by his mother's fury and his own desire for power, Cronus rose against Uranus in an act of sheer defiance. During a fateful confrontation, Cronus wielded the sickle and castrated Uranus, effectively ending his father's reign of terror. This dramatic act of rebellion marked the end of Uranus's dominion and the rise of the Titans as the new rulers of the cosmos. From the blood of Uranus, new beings were born, each carrying the essence of vengeance and primal power. Among them were the Erinyes, Furies, avengers of injustice, and the giants, formidable entities symbolizing raw strength. These offspring of Uranus's fall signified that the consequences of violence and rebellion would echo throughout the ages. With Uranus overthrown, Cronus ascended as the leader of the Titans, ushering in the Titan era. However, power often comes with a heavy burden, and Cronus was no exception. A prophecy foretold that one of his children would rise against him, just as he had done to his own father. Consumed by fear of losing his throne, Cronus resorted to a horrifying solution, devouring each of his children as they were born. In doing so, he sought to eliminate any threat to his reign. Yet, even in the darkest times, there was hope. Rhea, Cronus's wife and fellow Titan, could not bear to see her children meet such a grim fate. When her youngest son, Zeus, was born, Rhea devised a clever plan. She swaddled a stone to resemble a newborn and presented it to Cronus, who swallowed it without question. Meanwhile, the real Zeus was spirited away to Mount Ida, where he was raised in secret under the care of nurturing nymphs and protective spirits. On Mount Ida, Zeus grew from a vulnerable infant into a warrior of immense power and intelligence. He harbored a fierce determination to change the course of his family's destiny and sought to avenge the suffering of his siblings. Zeus's upbringing instilled in him the strength, wisdom, and resolve necessary to challenge his father and reshape the future of the cosmos. His rise would set the stage for a new rebellion, one that would forever alter the balance of power among the gods and usher in the age of Olympus. After years of preparation and growth, Zeus, now a powerful and cunning warrior, returned to confront his father, Cronus. Fueled by determination to liberate his siblings and bring an end to Cronus's reign of terror, Zeus sought the guidance of Métis, the goddess of wisdom. Métis provided Zeus with a potion, a concoction so potent that it would force Cronus to regurgitate the children he had swallowed. Armed with this plan, Zeus approached Cronus with guile, tricking him into drinking the potion. The results were immediate and dramatic. Cronus, overcome by the potion's effects, disgorged Zeus's siblings, Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia, one by one. Finally free, the siblings united with Zeus, ready to challenge their father and the other Titans in a monumental war known as the Titanomachy. The Titanomachy was no ordinary battle. It was a clash of titanic proportions, a war that shook the very foundations of the cosmos. For 12 long years, the forces of the young gods and the ancient Titans waged fierce and relentless combat. Initially, the gods struggled to match the overwhelming strength and experience of the Titans. The Titans, led by Cronus and bolstered by their colossal might, seemed almost invincible, and the battlefields echoed with their ferocious roars and earth-shattering blows. However, Zeus proved himself to be not only a formidable warrior, but also a brilliant strategist. He realized that the gods needed allies to turn the tide of war. Remembering the plight of the Cyclopes and the Centaurs, hundred-handed giants, who had been imprisoned by Cronus and the Titans, Zeus descended into the depths of Tartarus to free them. These powerful beings, filled with gratitude and loyalty, eagerly joined Zeus's cause. The Cyclopes, master craftsmen, forged mighty weapons for the gods that would become symbols of their power. Zeus was given the thunderbolt, a weapon of unparalleled destructive force. Poseidon received the trident, capable of shaking the seas and causing devastating earthquakes. Hades was bestowed with the Helm of Invisibility, a tool that allowed him to move unseen and strike terror into his enemies. Armed with these divine weapons and strengthened by their newfound allies, the gods launched a renewed offensive against the Titans. The battles that followed were cataclysmic, with the heavens and earth caught in the turmoil. Zeus, commanding the skies, hurled thunderbolts with unmatched precision, scorching the Titans and disrupting their formations. Poseidon, with his trident, churned the seas into chaos, creating massive waves and quakes that destabilized the Titan strongholds. Meanwhile, Hades used his Helm of Invisibility to infiltrate enemy lines, spreading confusion and fear among the Titans. The Centaurs, with their 100 hands, unleashed barrages of boulders that devastated the Titans' defenses, while the Cyclopes fought with unmatched ferocity. The climactic battle was a spectacle of unparalleled power, with both sides pushing themselves to their limits. But ultimately, the unity, strategy, and divine weapons of the gods proved superior. The Titans, exhausted and overwhelmed, were defeated. As punishment for their rebellion, they were cast into Tartarus, the deepest, darkest abyss of the underworld, where they were bound for eternity by unbreakable chains. Their fall marked the end of the Titan era and the dawn of a new age, the rule of the Olympian gods. In the aftermath of their victory, the gods faced the monumental task of dividing the cosmos among themselves. Zeus, as the leader of the rebellion and the most powerful of the gods, claimed dominion over the skies, becoming the king of the gods and ruler of the heavens. Poseidon, with his mastery over the seas, took control of the oceans and all that dwelled within them. Hades, whose dark and stoic nature suited the role, became the lord of the underworld, governing the realm of the dead. This tripartite division of power established the structure of the great cosmos, with each god reigning supreme over their respective domain. The Titanomachy was not just a war of power, but a defining moment in the mythological history of the Greek universe. It represented the triumph of a new order over the old, the rise of the Olympians, and the beginning of a dynamic age of gods, heroes, and mortals that would shape the world for generations to come. The era of the Olympian gods was a rich and complex tapestry of power, conflict, and deeply human flaws reflected in divine beings. Though they ruled from the lofty heights of Mount Olympus, the gods were far from perfect. Zeus, the king of the gods, is perhaps the most vivid example of this paradox. While he was revered as the ultimate ruler and arbiter of justice, Zeus was infamous for his insatiable passions and frequent affairs. His actions often sowed discord, not just among mortals, but within his own divine family. Hera, Zeus's wife and the goddess of marriage, embodied both devotion and vengeance. Her love for Zeus was matched only by her jealousy, and she relentlessly pursued retribution against his lovers and illegitimate children, creating cycles of conflict that rippled through the myths. Each Olympian god was a reflection of human traits, virtues, and vices. Ares, the god of war, personified raw aggression and the brutality of battle, often causing chaos and destruction wherever he went. In stark contrast, his sister Athena represented a more measured approach to warfare, embodying wisdom, strategy, and courage. She was not just a goddess of war, but also a patron of knowledge, symbolizing the power of intellect over brute force. Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, showcased the duality of attraction. It could inspire great art and devotion, but also lead to jealousy and conflict. Hermes, the messenger god, was quick-witted and resourceful, embodying communication and cunning. He was a guide for souls and a bridge between worlds, representing adaptability and movement. Despite their divine status, the gods were profoundly flawed, and their stories are rife with moral ambiguity. Their actions often reflected the same struggles, desires, and failings that humans face, making them both relatable and cautionary figures. Zeus's thunderbolts, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helm might symbolize immense power, but their tales reveal that even gods were bound by emotions, rivalries, and the consequences of their choices. Beyond the drama and intrigue, Greek mythology carries enduring lessons for humanity. It reminds us that no one, not even the most powerful, is infallible. Mistakes, though inevitable, are opportunities for growth and redemption. The myths also highlight the importance of humility, teaching that hubris, excessive pride or arrogance, inevitably leads to downfall. Figures like Icarus and Phaeton serve as timeless reminders of this truth. Loyalty and cooperation are equally emphasized, as the victories of the Olympians over the Titans and other adversaries were achieved through unity and trust among allies. The overarching journey, from the primordial chaos to the reign of the Olympian gods, is a compelling narrative of the struggle to create order from disorder. It is a story of perseverance, transformation, and the eternal quest for balance. Each character, whether mortal or divine, plays a crucial role in shaping a timeless legacy that has inspired countless generations. These myths are not merely stories of the past, they are mirrors reflecting our own lives, challenges, and aspirations. Greek mythology remains a cornerstone of Western culture, influencing literature, art, philosophy, and even modern storytelling. Its characters and lessons resonate across time, inviting us to explore deeper truths about ourselves and our place in the cosmos. Through their victories and failures, the gods teach us about the complexities of existence and the value of striving for harmony in an often chaotic world. If you found these stories fascinating, don't forget to hit subscribe and follow our channel. There are countless more myths, lessons, and adventures waiting to be explored.